What is up, everybody? What is good? We have the Phillies versus the Blue Jays. Should be interesting today before the Winter Classics. You're gonna see Bryce Harper's gonna be leaving, Scorber's gonna be leaving. Who else? All right, getting ready for the game, and we get to watch a little bit of spring training. Loving it. It'd be good to see what the guys do today. Like I said, ours pitching has to be you gotta watch our pitching, the bullpen, who's gonna be there. Gonna be really watching these guys go. Like to see how our bullpen's gonna go because right now our bullpen's struggling. It was bad last year, it's gonna be bad this year. So hopefully we can find somebody that actually is gonna help our bullpen out. What's up, little G? What's good? And right before Harper heads off, Harper heads off, you know, tonight's going to be a great game. Not beautiful in Florida right now. Blue's in the building. What's up, Blue? All right, Crawford, Schwarber, Harper, Sosa, Stubbs, Kemp, Cruz. All right, Phillies are at bat first. Ellen Cates is pitching for the Blue Jays. Flyers will start at 3 o'clock today. Probably not going to be able to watch that one. Crawford is up, and there is strike one. Oh, one ball, one strike. What is going on? Nick's in the building. Nah, we're gonna go. We're gonna do it next week, Nick. Crawford has 2 balls on him, 2 strikes. That was a foul ball. Like seeing what Crawford can do. That's a ball. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Crawford. And Crawford walks. All right. Schwarber's up. What is good? Bam Bam's in the building. Schwarber is the one that's going to is one of the guys going to Winter Classic. So is Harper. All right. 2 balls, 1 strike on Schwarber. Schwarber hits it, and that's going to go foul. Embiid is hurt. Did you see what I sent you? I didn't get to see what you sent me just yet. I had to, as soon as I got off stream, I was dealing with Mrs. Halftime. I didn't really get to pay attention. He was too busy yelling at me. There's a ball. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be challenged, and that's going to be a good one. Strikeout for on Schwarber. Okay, here's Harper. Now, Harper is another one going to the Winter Classics. So they'll be leaving today. One ball, 1 strike on Harper. All right, come on, Harper. 2 balls, 1 strike. Crawford steals second. Nice. What's good, Patrick? Patrick's in the building. Rob's in the building. What's good? And Harper strikes out. Dombrowski called out Harper, and he kept on like saying, I don't, that doesn't fire me up. Well, Harper, Dombrowski was trying to get you fired up and keep it in house, but that didn't work for you. So he's trying a new tactic, and maybe this will get you to start hitting the ball more. And playing better. That's what Harper has to do. He has to start hitting the ball more. But that's what Dombrowski was trying to do, and fans are on Dombrowski. But those hits at the right field, and he's out. So the Phillies leave a guy stranded on second. That's what Dombrowski was trying to do for Harper, but Harper can't get it. He's not getting it. He's like, I just want you to baby me. And no, you're not going to be babied. If you're not going to do it, try to even. He's calling you out because how poorly you played last year for $300 million, man. And that's what he did. You want to raise, but you are not hitting the ball right. So Dombrowski was right. Do fans not like Dombrowski? Yes. He was right at calling out Harper, $300 million man that wants a raise, that his bat's not coming around. His bat's got to come more alive this year. He's not trying to fire him up. He's trying to tell his agent to stop him, ask him for more money because he can't hit. That's what I say. Don't cry about freaking how people are trying to get your back going. Christopher Sanchez is pitching today. That's what I mean, Lou. That's what I mean, Bam. Yeah, prove me wrong. Start hitting the ball. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him fired up. Yeah, Chad. And then Bryce Harper says, hey, I'll do whatever it takes. And they said, hey, play right field. And he's like, no, I don't want to play right field no more. So where is the hey, I'll do whatever it takes attitude? All right, Sanchez is pitching. There's Blue Jays have a man on first. And they all have egos. You're right, Lou. They all have egos. Bam, you're right. This team is built around Harper, and he's the one not showing up. But he wants more money. But he wants to keep everything hush hush in house. That's why Dombrowski did it last year. That didn't work, Harper. And what he's doing now, Dombrowski said, okay, I'll go to the media. And somehow, some way, Harper got to get his head out his ass and play with a chip on his shoulder and start hitting the damn ball. Daniel's in the building. Yep. Yep, man. He has to do better. He has to do way better. Yeah, like him not swinging that crap the whole entire time. Yep, you're right. He wants more money. Win a World Series then. Yeah, Lou. I mean, this team's built around you. He has to light it up, and he's not doing it. I don't want no damn farm. No more animals for me. I mean, you can't play out. Yup. And I mean, like, he says he'll do anything it takes, and he won't because they said, hey, play right field. Nope. I'm not doing that. All right. Trying to have one out. Man on first. There goes the third, and there's an out. Oh, they're going to say it's foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. They called it foul. He needs. You need more silly string? They'll get it back. All right. Sanchez has 9 pitches on him. Not bad. I just seen like Bryce Harper crying about it, and I don't appreciate Bryce Harper that makes $300 million crying that I that don't get me fired up. What gets you fired up then? You better figure it the fuck out because you were not that good last year a hitting, and you're getting paid $300 million. You know what I mean? Like, what fires you up? Your paycheck should fire you up. At 300 million, your paycheck should fire you up. You crying, you want more money. Prove to people you're worth more money. Go on a fucking hinge streak. Dude, go get 53 home runs or 58 home runs. No, striking out the whole entire time. That's going to be a base hit. Damn it. Blue Jays have 2 on. Mike's in the building. What's good, Mike? And like, here's another one, Turner. Turner refuses to play center field when they asked him, hey, can you move from shortstop to center? You know how to play center field. And he's like, nope. In my contract, I get to call my shot where I can be. You said shortstop, I don't have to move over there. It's my decision. That's what I can't stand. And you had to go with these contracts. Is going. Yeah, Lou. They might not even play next season. They might not even play next season, Lou, at all. Because it's going to be rough. They're talking about sitting out. It might be. They might do that next year. Next year. There goes the shortstop. Should be 2, but it was only 1. All right. Man on first, man on second for the Toronto. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, they're gonna. It's not official, but yeah, they're gonna. It's gonna be a lockout. It's gonna be a sit out because the Because they want to do a salary cap, and players are like, "Fuck you." Here's a guy making $1 billion, $250 million at 700 million. Like that's what all the players are looking for now. And now the baseball wants to go with a salary cap. How you gonna tell somebody that made $700 million, hey, you got to take a pay cut because the owners are greedy, and I don't think you'll have baseball next year. So it is what it is. I don't think you have baseball next year at all. There will need to be. Right, Lou. Some teams only have a 200. What's it like? They don't have that much money on their payroll, so it is like the ones that are cheap, real cheap, and you are just trying to make good with the money. You know, you're right on that one. People are just, people got what? People are only using about 20 million or something. Teams are only using like some teams are only using 20 million and saying, "All right, I got a team here, but I'm just collecting the money." But there is going to be this is going to be the last year of baseball. This is going to be the last year of baseball, and is it going to go for a year? Is it going to go for two? Who knows how long it's going to be for? Under you can't take your family to a baseball game under 200. Jeez, that's crazy. I'm back in the day. You got to shoot $60. You could take three people. Cameron's in the building. What's good, Cameron? You know, here it goes. It's going to be a lockout, and I don't know if it's going to be the full year or what it's going to be. And nobody can tell you what it's going to be. There's nobody can say, "Hey, it's going to be over quick." Because even Bryce Harper said, "Nope, we're panning. We're panning the fight." Yeah, because you got $300 million, Harper. You got all that money. You can sit on it and not do a damn thing no more. Wow, that's the cheapest seat. Holy crap! Yes, Cubs is up right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. Larry's in the building. What's up, Larry? How you been? Yeah. All right. Cubs has two balls, 2 strikes on him. I don't care what both sides are. Yeah, both teams, both plays, both sides are dug in, and you might not get baseball for a while. It better not stay in more than one, at least 1 year. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Major League Baseball is the biggest, the strongest union there is. And you're right there, Larry. You're right. But once again, nobody cares. The players don't care. They got enough money. You know, they don't really care. All right, one out for the Phillies. Temp is up, and there he has 2 strikes on him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to cost you a year of baseball. And that goes out to the warning track in his. That's going to be out by Kemp was out. Center field. I'd say it's definitely next year, but it's definitely next year, but it might go in the the second year, middle of the second year. I think it's going to be a lot because what the owners want, and you know what Major League Baseball wants, they want a salary cap, and the fans. I mean, the players don't want that at all. I think it's going to be huge. You get one. You get one. You're going to be freaking out for a whole year. It's going to hurt baseball. It hurt baseball last time. When this strike happened last time, it hurt baseball. That's before the steroid era. And then they had the steroid era, and that boosted it back up again. Yeah, it's going to be a long. I think it's going to go pay a full year. Probably in the beginning of the second, but it'll be that long. Well, it's kind of hard to have a salary cap when you're paying somebody like a Tani 700 million. Taylor Cruz hits a home run. Phillies are winning 1-0. Went center field. But and that's the thing, though. You know, it hurt baseball when they went on the strike before. I don't know if anybody can remember how far people can go back, but it hurt baseball when they went on that strike. It really hurt them. That was before the steroid era. It really hurt them. Yeah, you're right, Lou. Yeah, it's sad. But they want more money. It's all about the, like I always say, it's always about the money. People are, contracts and everything else. It's always about the money. What is up, Jerry? Jerry's in the building. It was March 2021st. In the last 99 days. This is gonna last longer than 99. This is probably be the biggest holdout there is. Who said I was 10? Oh my god. I was in. But yeah, it's gonna. This one's gonna last more than 99 days. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike. That's gonna be a base hit. For the Phillies. Or a strikeout, which hurt. Yeah, strikeouts hurt, dude. And this is really gonna hurt the Phil. This is gonna hurt baseball. One ball, no strikes. Has a foul ball. Phillies are winning 1-0. There is 2 outs. Men on first. 1 ball, 2 strikes on DeMartini. There's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Come on. 2-2-2. And that's gonna be a struck him out. All right. Phillies are up. And it's the bottom of the second. One thing. No, Oh, entire year. Yeah, Lou, and you're right on that, Lou. And I think it's gonna be out for a whole year. I think baseball it will hold out for a whole year. I don't think it's gonna be a half a year. I think it's gonna be the whole year. You listen what Bryce Harper says. You listen what all these players are saying. They are putting their foot in the mud, and they're gonna stand there with it. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think. I think it's gonna be more than a year. Probably like a year and some time. In the second, you know, probably over. It's definitely over 1 year. You know, so you got like 2008, half of 2008, maybe you go in, or you don't have no baseball. I think these players and I think the owners are going to really put their foot down. When you paid a player $700 million, that's where everybody said, "What the fuck are we doing?" That's when owners said, "What the hell are we doing? Where is the friggin', you know what I mean? Where it could be $1 billion. Then I gotta pay a player. You know what I mean? And that's what is happening with this. That's what's happening right now. There's no. I gotta play a player to play baseball. A quarter of a billion? Are you kidding me? I don't, Larry. I'm telling you, I don't think these. Why would a player, Larry, want a salary cap? Why would they say, "All right, we're going to sign a salary cap"? When there is a guy that just got 700 million. There's no roof. The baseball should have had a roof a long time ago. I don't think the salary cap is going to happen. I don't. Why would a player want the salary? Why would a player give up and say, "Hey, let's sign a salary cap"? I do agree with that, Mike. Now, do I think baseball should have a salary cap? I thought the baseball should have a salary cap years ago. In the 80s, I thought it should have a salary cap, but no. In the 90s, I thought they should have a salary cap. That was my whole thing when I was a kid. I was always asking, how come they don't have a salary cap? You mean I can pay this guy as much money as I want? We need a salary cap in real life? Dude, I need to be on that freaking goddamn top of it. Has been. Yeah, but also, Larry, the owners will make the money, but some owners in football don't want to uh actually spend the money. They just want to make the money. That's what I don't like. That's the only thing I don't like about a salary cap. They don't want to spend it. They just want to make it. Right. I mean, Mike, if I can make $6 billion, but I only put it forked out. Even if I forked out a billion, I made 5 million. I've made $5 billion. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't I freaking just spend all the money on the luxury tax? What does it mean? I got me a championship? Means everybody's buying my everybody's buying my jerseys. There's, you know what I mean? I can raise the ticket prices for the seats, and I'm still making hand over fist. But when you got teams like New York, you got those big teams that have the money to do it, like like the Dodgers. And there you go. Yep, the Angels. You on that payroll? Like that's what I mean. Like if I got if I spent $1 billion to make $6 billion, you know what I mean? Who ain't taking that chance? All right. Bottom of the six. Phillies are winning 1-0. There's a there's a strikeout. All right. Gonna be top of the third. That's what I got. This is what people are not worried about. And that's me. You're not gonna have baseball next year. The whole year is gonna be gone. I do not think you're gonna have baseball at all. Does anybody here think you're gonna have baseball at all next year? Like I say not at all. Right. But they don't have to do that in baseball, Larry. I mean, even if you tell the owners of baseball, hey, you got to spend this much a year. They're not going to do that because they're only out for themselves and they won't work the money out for their teams. Colorado Rocky ain't spending no money. So what does should he do? Sell the team because he don't want to spend the money? That's not going to happen. Yep. Yeah, if they only they should have a floor. Yeah, he's got the money to buy it. He has the money to throw it out there. And that's the crazy thing. And that's what they're doing. The owners, they see the upside of, hey, I'm going to throw more money out than people are, and I'm going to be over the luxury tax because I'm going to have, I'm going to sell jerseys. I'm going to sell seats. I'll be fine. I'm not making as much as I should, but, you know, offer with a double. Offer headed to left field for a double. So I was going on a rant about freaking missing freaking this that you're not gonna have baseball next year. But Jerry, that's what they're going. That's why they're doing it because they want a salary cap. Now, is it going to happen? We don't know because it's good. That's why they're going on strike. I mean, remember last year, Bryce Harper You don't have the Major League Baseball. You got to run the Major League Baseball because of the salary cap. You know what I mean? Because what you're doing is you got to tell the players, yo, you're going to take Harper. You make $300 million. You got to take a pay cut. Tani, you make $700 million. You got to take a pay cut. Who the fuck are you going to tell me that I got to take a pay cut when I just signed this big contract? Yep. Yeah, Larry, and that's all they're doing. What they do, Larry, is they make it where you got to make. They're about to sell. They can sell their team for $17 billion, and it's like, oh my god, wow. Yeah, Crawford is tearing it up. He's doing good. All right, Phillies score. Harper with Harper had a base hit. Crawford lit it up. Harper's up right now. Yup, exactly. 94, 94 and all when they had that big holdout. And that's what's going to happen again. You are exactly right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Me and Harper was arguing last year in the friggin', in the locker room. The guy running Major League Baseball, and you only had him. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Harper. No outs for the Phillies. Phillies are winning 2-0. Man on first. Harper walks. It's too early for this shit, Harper. I bet loud. What's good, Vic? Nice. You guys are winning 2-0. Yeah, that Union people that's crazy. Hey, should there be a cap? I think there should have been a cap in the 80s. So I agree there should be a cap, but it should have happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? There should have been a cap, but I believe it should have been in the 80s and 90s. But in baseball, there's no cap. And they didn't do it right. Yep, Lou. Yep. Yeah, fuck you. Yep, you're right, Jerry. And that's all it is. It's pay me. So this is up. Top of the third, man on first, man on second for the Phillies. Phillies are winning 2-0. Sosa has 2 strikes on him. But that's what I mean. Like, You watched, you know it, you know it's coming, and then people are not watching baseball, and it's going to be hard for fans to come back because of the greed, and that's what fans are going to say. It's all about the greed. You know what I mean? This is going to be hard. If it's out a whole year, it's going to be very hard for the baseball to come back. So it's just straights out, first out. Yeah, Larry, but it is the big time players that are making the big money. I'm telling you now, it will, they'll hold up. It will hold up. It happened already in the 90s. It'll hold up. I agree with this one. Yeah, it does make freaking the owners bad because they don't want to spend the money. And that's the issue. They rather collect the money instead of spend it. All right, man on first, man on second. 2 outs for the Phillies. Harper got out. All right, Kemp is up. There's a ball. Yeah, Lou, it is. You're right. They're drunk rich. It's all about the money. Fuck yous, pay me. But once again, like that's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt Major League Baseball. I think it's gonna be out for over a year. Gonna be nasty. Larry, I don't. Why would they? Owners don't want to pay, guys $700 million no more, Larry. So I don't see them caving. The players don't want a salary cap because, hey, that's going to hurt me. All right, so the Phillies get one run in that the bottom. I mean, top of the third. And Janie is staying Harper in spring training. Yeah, Mike, he has really he is showing his colors. Like he don't want to. Oh, I don't need nobody to try to light a fire underneath my ass. Well, Harper better show the fuck up this year. So I know you're getting that. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. It is gonna be interesting to watch. He said just play, they just play. Yeah, because and I agree with you. The owners can really do it because they can have concerts at their fucking stadiums. They can still make something go on there. They don't need the players. They can have other events going on in their stadium. You know, they'll still make money there. I know how it all goes. It happened. It happened to us before, where baseball struggled to come back. And the will never agree to a real salary cap because they have team. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to find out what is gonna go down. All right, Miller is pitching, and that's gonna be a base hit for Toronto, and they're gonna score. Jimenez for Toronto gets a double. Yep. Just say if you he'll probably know we'll probably never win a World Series with him. Who is going to be that is a good one. Who's going to be the Sosa and McGuire? Yeah, remember, like before they came here, for the steroid era, it was the lockout. That hurt us. That hurt baseball. Yeah, I told people about Rojas too, Mike. People looked at me like I was crazy about Rojas. I'm like, Rojas sucks. Oh my God, his defense that sucks. He's an all everyday player. He has to hit. He's a center fielder. But now that here you are. You got Rojas back. For some odd reason, I don't know. You got freaking Harper. He's my feelings are hurt because I don't that don't fire me up. What the fuck fires you up? $300 million to fire your ass up. Not baby firing your ass. Harper digs it out to get the out. Mm. I don't know what they're gonna do, man, Larry. I really don't. Yep, yep. Baseball's on the juice. probably have Keller here pitch 2 innings. You're right on this. He's a meat player, but he runs like he has concrete in his cleats. Nick Castellanos sucks. He runs like he had concrete in his cleats. He was swinging at everything. Like I could park a car between him and the damn ball, and he would swing at it. And you know, now we got to pay him $20 million to play for a different team. I would rather traded him, but nobody wanted his ass because they said Phillies know they want to get rid of him. We're gonna wait. We're gonna sit on our hands and let them just get rid of him. Yep, Walker's back, Marsh is back, and we're gonna be terrible. Yes, our pitching got worse. Even if you don't realize it, our pitching is worse. It's worse if you could even make this shit up. Walker sucks. You're still paying him, Cassiano, $10 million. All right, Lou. Well, yeah, like Nick Cassiano, he sucks. He can't outfield. He can't run. He runs like he has concrete in his cleats. He can't hit. But we had to pay him $20 million to go play somebody else, and they're going to pay him $1 million. Like he's making $21 million. And he was awful, but the Phillies done it wrong. They traded him at the wrong time. I told you to trade him after the World Series. You started trading people. Why don't they do that? You trade them, and guess what? You trade them as top of the value, and then you get a lot for them, and then you can rebuild around them. They got there's 2 Blue Jays teams right now. They got they'll have their minor team, AAA teams playing too, and they'll have played 2 teams. It's like the Phillies yesterday played 2 teams, had 2 teams playing, 2 Philly teams playing. One was playing Toronto, and they were playing the Marlins. AAA teams up here too, so they got enough to get around to do that. All right. All right, Sanchez for the Blue Jays is up. Keller is pitching. There's 2 outs. It's a tie game, 2-2. And that's going all the way to the warning track, and that's going to be an out. All right. Out for the 4th. Larry, I think losing Ranger is going to hurt us. You know what I mean? But I think losing Ranger is going to hurt us. But see what happens. Yeah, can he stay healthy? Our pitching is still bad. Is somehow is worse than last year. Yeah, a lot of people are going off on that. But I think our even our bullpen, it's been bad this year. Is I'm worried about it. Daniel's up. He's at 3 up, 3 down. And I agree with that one, Larry. Problem is, you're playing Schwarber to sit on the bench. You're thinking he's going to hit 58 home runs, 130 RBIs, and all well and good. But if he don't hit you more than 40 home runs, you overpaid for him. He better get you over 50 home runs a year, or you overpaid for him. He's not a safe bet, though. You can't say he's a safe bet. He can get hurt tomorrow. But Schwarber is not going to get you 50 home runs this year. I don't think Schwarber's getting you 50 home runs. If you guys think he's giving you 50 home runs and freaking 120 RBIs, I don't think that's happening. He had a great year last year. He had his money year. He got his bag. He's not going to give you what he gave you last year. And then he's a DH. You're paying a DH a lot of fucking money. Guys, you're paying him way too much. A DH, way too much money. Normally, you pay him because he plays outfield and he hits. But no, you're paying this guy just to sit on his ass, and his bat better come alive. I'm not saying keep Ranger. I'm saying you overpaid for Schwarber. And then he don't hit you 50 home runs. Watch. And I don't think he's hitting you 50 home runs. I just don't. I don't see him hitting you 50 home runs. I'm going to say he got his money, he got his bag, and he's going to go and say, "Up, I'm relaxing." Yeah, I think he is going to fall off. Exactly. I think he's going to fall off, but people are just loving on Schwarber. I get it. He hit great last year. He dominated. You know what he did? He did what he had to do to get his bag of money. He won't get you 50 home runs. And people are going to make excuses for him. Well, this happened or this happened. Can't lose them both, but I'm saying you overpaid, Larry. That's all I'm saying. Overpaid. You think Schwarber's going to hit 35 to 40 home runs? I think they overpaid for 35 to 40 home runs. I think that's overpaid. JT, Larry, JT he handles pitching, the pitchers. He can does the pickoffs. He knows how to handle pitchers. You paid JT to be a catcher. You didn't pay him for his bat. You paid him for his catchable ability, his catching ability, knowing how to handle a pitcher. Asiano, you just overpaid. That guy should never get the money. I would have traded him after the World Series. We lost the World Series, and I would have got something for him. But if you're saying Schwarber gets 35 home runs, I'm with you. I am. I'm with you. But I think if you're saying he gets paid, he hits 35 home runs, I think, or 40 home runs, I still think that's overpaying him. Well, that's what I mean. If somebody's willing to take a chance on that, then somebody's willing to take a chance on it, Larry. But you're a team. Your bullpen is horrible. Your pitching, your starting pitching. You still need a couple of pieces in your starting pitching. And could you afford to move on with them? Yeah, you could have. You could have afforded the second baseman that we were trying to get. That the Mets got. We could have afforded a lot of more pieces. Okay, we could have got a couple of pieces that he took the contract from. I could have got a better second baseman. I could have got a better third baseman if I didn't so sign Schwarber to that deal. And guess what they're going to do? Play every day. So that's what I mean. Like, you could have got the major pieces that we were trying to get, but we lost out on because you lost him because Schwarber, you signed him to that big contract to be a DH, to sit on his ass. But once again, you got other pieces there. That's what I mean. You could have got other pieces there. All you got is a DH. I could put anybody in my DH that's going to give me the same amount of home runs. If you're going to say he's going to give you 35 to 40 home runs, you can get anybody in there. JT knows how to handle the pitchers. He knows how to freaking get their head out their ass when they're nervous. That's what you pay JT for. Action ability. Knowing how to handle a pitcher, how to call the game. That's what you're paying JT for. Strikes, balls, calling the game out there behind the plate. Knowing when to pick somebody off. That's why you paid JT. You didn't pay JT for his bat. People are like, oh, you shouldn't have signed JT because of his bat. You paid him for his knowledge behind the plate and how good he is behind the plate. How to handle pitchers. Yeah, but I could have got me a better second baseman. I could have got Or third baseman. Larry, you know what I mean? Like you got Boom. You wouldn't have had Boom here if you had Schwarber here. Sitting on his ass as a DH. He's not gonna play in the outfield. If he plays in the outfield, he's tons of fun. He can't freaking run. He's like, fuck that ass running. You know what I mean? Well, Bryce Harper's gonna be Bryce. Bryce Harper's probably gonna hit 3. I think Turner hits 1. Schwarber's gonna hit 2, but Harper's gonna be what's called. But I'm saying we lost out on good players, and it's because we signed Schwarber for all that money. I get it. Larry, I understand that you love Schwarber. He had 58 home runs. He lit it up last year. I just don't think he's hitting 50 home runs this year. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There's the out. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just don't think they, Schwarber's going to hit 50 home runs. I don't think you're going to get the same value you got last year for him. I think you overpaid for him. Yeah, we're keeping Bone, and we could have, if we didn't sign Schwarber for all that money, we could have went and replaced Bone at third. But you know, I think you might get 35 to 40. You're not getting 50. You're not getting 50, Jerry. So I think you overpaid. That's all. And you could have got a better second baseman. You could have got better pieces. The guy that we had from the Mets that went to the Mets that we were involved in talking with went to the Mets. You know why we didn't get him? Because of Schwarber and the money. We did have outfield problems. But you like Stott, right out infielder. His bat sucked though, Mike. It's good, hardcore. Who's the guy that went to the friggin' Mets that we were looking into? I forget his name. I forget his name. Who was the guy from the Mets that went to the Mets that we were looking for? And everybody wanted him. I forget his name. God darn it. I'm bad with names. I mean, hey, if Schwarber gives you 50 home runs, all right. Dombrowski screwed it all up. Yeah, hardcore. Was it him? I can't remember. I really can't remember the dude's name. But yeah, like, and I get it. A lot of people like, and I get it. Everybody wanted Schwarber back. They wanted the big name back. That's who it is, Bo. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. So I mean, we could have got Bo, but you signed Schwarber for that money. This is what I mean. You're paying all the money for a guy to sit down, but you could have got a guy like Bo that's going to play every day, and he's going to hit, and that's how you do it. But you paid. I think you paid. I think personally, me. It's only me. I know every Philly fan loves him, Schwarber. I think you just overpaid him. And I said it last year. Don't overpay him. He hits like you're not getting 58 home runs from Schwarber this year. There's no way. Bo cost a lot, but you would have had the money if you didn't sign Schwarber. Larry, if you didn't sign him and you let him walk, you could have got Bo. You were close to a contract. They were close. It was the Schwarber money that hurt us. Yes, but he plays a position too. So was he overpaid? Well, the Mets overpay him because of us. And that could have made us a lot of money. All right, Toronto's got a man on first, man on second. There's two outs. And it's 2-2. But yeah, like that's what I mean. Like you could have got Bo if you didn't have Schwarber with that money. Larry, I just don't. I think. Listen, he's getting older, and I think he's going to lose stamina. His hitting is not going to be there next year. This year, if I'm wrong, Larry, I'm wrong, and I will admit I'm wrong. I always admit when I'm wrong. I ain't scared to admit that I'm wrong. But if you think he's going to hit you 58 home runs because it's hard to do, you think he's in 58 home runs? All right. But when he don't be shocked. That's all I'm trying to warn you before it happens. Know what I mean? I still don't like the Mets pitchers yet again. Don't like the Mets at all. I can't stand the Mets. We could have lost. No, Harry, because then you'll be forced. Then you know you are going to grab Bo. If you didn't pay Schwarber, you know you were going to get Bo. You're going to put all that money in the Bo. And that's what you needed because you needed your second baseman to actually hit too. The Stott, great second baseman, but can't hit. If the Phillies would have, Mike, all I'm saying is the Phillies would have got signed Schwarber, they would have got Bo. They would have went with Bo. I said they signed Schwarber for too much. I'd rather them not sign Schwarber for that money because he's a DH hardcore. I think they overpaid him. Like I said last year, I said they overpaid him because they think they're going to hit 58 home runs and 140 RBIs. And that's just way too much for what he got. You could have got a guy like Bo, and that's why you didn't get him. Yeah, but like I said, Larry, if you would have not signed Schwarber to that big contract, you could have got Bo. Well, right now the Mets are better than us, so Schwarber's up. There's ball one. I think we would have just signed Bo. I don't think we'd overpaid him. Because you're paying for a player that's actually playing the outfield, and the infield, and you're playing a batter and his bat. You're playing for two things, not just a guy to sit on his ass as a DH. Yeah, and the Mets gave up, offered him 175 or 165 for 4 years. The Phillies wanted more years out of him, and he got it less years. More money, less years. Whoever strikes out. Hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I will admit to everybody on here, I am wrong about Schwarber. I'm hoping he friggin' gets 60 home runs. I hope I'm wrong. I am. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right, Larry. I hope I'm wrong. I don't see it. I see he's going to go on the downfall, and people are going to go, oh, wait, why'd he go? Now we overpaid him. He went on the downfall. Mets didn't overpay. Because of the years, Larry. He had they got like $175 million for like 4 years. And Harper just hits a home run. That went downtown. But the Phillies wanted to give him 200 for 7 years. Phillies want more years out of the man. And so the Mets didn't overpay. They got it in less years. So people are looking at his contract and saying he overpaid because they got to pay him in a lump sum because of more years. He don't have it in not enough years. Yeah, Middleton said there was no issue of money, but there's an issue of money, Mike. Money talks and bullshit walks. Dose is up. Phillies are winning 3-2. Top of the fifth. The Mets. You would have got him, but Schwarber is the issue. My thing is, Schwarber was the issue. That's why we didn't get him. I get it, Larry. I understand, buddy. You love yourself some Schwarber, and you don't think we overpaid him. I get it. But Hey, if I'm wrong, Larry, I will admit that I'm wrong. Yeah, he bet on himself and Bo won. And the Phillies score again. And there's a triple. Exactly. He didn't spend the money on pitching, you know. They just spent it on bats. Cubs is up. Larry, if I'm wrong, buddy, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I mean, shit. I want us to win a World Series. I agree with you. You had to get somebody. We agree. We agree. But spending all that money on Schwarber, they see. My thing is, Larry, it is not just spending your money on this bat. You're spending on the. You're spending on. I got a guy, a defenseman player, and I got a bat. JT, I spent the money on his defense. He knows how to handle pitchers. He knows how to, you know, pick people off. JT knows how to run the outfield. He knows how to run the guys and move them over when they has to be moved over when he calls for a double play. That's what I got JT for as a catcher. But, you had to get somebody and you needed Bo. Cruz just got hit with the ball and he's pissed off about it. Right. And he signs bad contracts. Dombrowski signs a bad contract. Listen, if you would have told me we got Schwarber for less money than what we pay him 150, if we paid him cheaper than that, like I said last year. Even I said last year, don't overpay him. If you would have signed him less money, we would have been good. Yep. Yeah, 5-2, kicking that ass, Jerry. We gave Schwarber 150 million, right? Like, you guys are okay with that, and I think Brigada, is just your DH, and he better show up. It's a little high. They need to win, Cameron. Flyers need to win. All right, top of the fifth. Phillies have two on, one out. I'm not talking about Schwarber. You're talking about Harper. You're talking about Turner. You're talking about Cassiano, you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. There's a strike. Phillies are up. Walker bad Walker got $10 million for nothing. Nola bad yes. Yeah, Walker, Cassiano. You're paying Cassiano to play to play against you. You're paying him $20 million to play against you. And Walker would probably be on your bench because Painter's going to be up. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be a double play. All right. Going to be the bottom of the 5th. You know what? Overpaid. All of these guys. Sour cap. You're right, Larry. Get a salary cap. And all these guys ain't overpaid. You're right. That's what I mean now. Like, but then again, all these guys are overpaid. Look at Cassiano. You're paying Cassiano $20 million to play against you. Like, who does that? You know, you're paying a guy to play against you, but you're paying him to play against you. He signed like $1 million with the Padres, and he gets 20 from the Phillies. And he's playing first base now for the Padres, right? Playing first base. And you know, Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola puts the shit up that he did last year. We're gonna have issues. Aaron Nola was bad last year. And he's getting a monster. He got monster money. That's Russell Wilson. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, you got Walker getting the money, and Walker gets like, what's he get? 12, 15 million a year now? Steph, you need a friggin', we need a friggin' offensive line help, right tackle. There's no way they cut him. There's no way, Larry, they cut him. You think they're gonna cut him, Larry? That'd be hilarious. Then we just pay him we pay him $20 million to sit on his ass. I thought it was 20 million. It might be 18 now. I don't know. I know it's high. Oh, 18 million for Walker? Oh God. I know. 18 million for Walker. Jesus, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Walker doesn't even belong in the bullpen. Was Walker good for 1 inning? Not even. Larry, that would be hilarious if they cut him. But then again, the Phillies look like idiots because they just let the guy walk for $20 million, and that guy sits home. You know what I mean? Did he? Walker is. Yeah, he's Walker's way overpaid. 18 million. I thought it was like 15, but even if he had 18, Jesus, I did something wrong in my life. Of the 18 million, I mean, at the $20 million of his contract, that's all he had to do. All right, Bergo gets the double play. $18 million for the fifth inning. Yeah. You see, but our starters should last at least to the fifth inning, the sixth inning. That's the problem. If they cut him, it's not a big deal. No, if it's only $2 million, I thought it was a million, but if it's $2 million, they don't really care. SGA 36 points. He is the most. Really? Yeah, 36. Didn't he just come back from being hurt? Yep. I look. I now, no, to me, our bullpen, our pitching. I don't know how it got worse, but it got worse. Philly's bullpen and the pitchers got worse. That's why I wouldn't get rid of Ranger Suarez. Now everybody can say Ranger got hurt a lot, but so did Nola. And here you go, Wheeler. Wheeler's not starting. I don't know how many games Wheeler's going to miss. What's he going to miss? The first 5 starts? I mean, if you want to look at the Phillies, they're going to be bad this year because of the pitching, the bullpen. They signed them all bad, all the bad ones. I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, there's a walk. When we had Wheeler got listen, Wheeler had a blood clot. Could have injured his life. Like his life could his career could have been over with the blood clot. That's severe. That is not something to fuck around with when you get a blood clot in your arm. Um, but he's gonna miss a lot of games still. So it's gonna be rough on us. Need help. Only need help with starting pitching. Yeah, I think Painter is in the bullpen, but I think they'll eventually move him out of the bullpen, Larry. I think Nola's I'm worried about Nola. See what the Phillies do though. I think the bullpen is I think all the pitchings got and went down. If you didn't like our pitching last year, you're not gonna like our pitching this year. Now, I'm excited to see Painter. We get to see him tomorrow. But you got to worry about Noah. Noah's a big problem with the Phillies. Noah's a big problem. He better show up too. Everybody want to be on Harper. You got to be on Harper and Noah. Noah, he keeps on pitching the way he does. He's going to be like the fifth starter on the Phillies. But they won't do it because of the money he pays them. They pay him. I agree with that one, Larry. Painter and Crawford need to be all stars. Yes, I agree with that one. Yes. And listen, I do think Crawford's going to be really, really good. I think Crawford will hit about, I'm going to say Crawford hits about 20 home runs, maybe 23. But I say Painter has to have, now Painter's a big boy. He has that long reach. He hides the ball when he throws it. AT is really hyping this kid up. But he needs to have like blowout games. Yes, we should have kept Bader. Yes, Steph. And guess what? They signed him for what we had him for, $10 million. He only went with 10. He left here. It's a contract for the same amount of money we had him for, $10 million. Garcia was okay, just okay. Garcia was just okay. He's injury prone. You're hoping because of our at home we have a smaller field that he can get more home runs that way. Because he was just okay. It wasn't like, oh my God, here we are. What a great move. Oh, I agree with you, Larry. He loves Noah. Rob sucks. He sucks as a goddamn manager. He will keep Noah as the third pitcher, no matter how bad he is. Doesn't matter how bad he is, just because he loves him so much. It was only 10 million, Larry. And you had Crawford here. You should have kept him. And he could hit. All right. Rodriguez just hit it to left field. He is out. Rodriguez, he hits a nice one to left field, but they got Blue Jays caught it, but he out. It was being. Yeah, but you could have kept him. He didn't want to go. You could have kept him. They wanted hardcore. They wanted to go with Crawford. That's funny. But like once again, they wanted to go with Crawford. They wanted to go with Younger. They wanted to bring Crawford up and start at center. Bader is a center fielder. He's a good center fielder. We should have kept him. All right. Phillies have 2 outs. Man on first. Raccoon is up at bat. And Raccoon got struck out. And it is the bottom of the 6th. Yeah. Hopefully he pans out there, Steph. Yep. I wouldn't mind that. But that ain't happening. That would have been a better outfield. Definitely would have kept Bader. He played good. He played good outfield, and he hit. Sadly mistaken. Yeah, Marsh will be playing left field. Yeah, hardcore. They like Marsh for some reason. His outfield ain't that good, and his bat ain't that good. I'll be honest with you. Like, I think like our outfield's going to be a problem again. Now you're going to look at left field. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a problem. Marsh is going to be your left fielder, and you're going to have Crawford in the center. And yeah, I don't get what they're so hyped about Marsh is. Garcia's going to be at right field. Garcia's going to be a right fielder. Mesa is pitching for the Phillies. Bottom of the sixth. Toronto's up. That's going to be a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mesa will probably be in the bullpen for us. I can't wait. Tomorrow is going to be so exciting when the Phillies play the Yankees and you get to see Painter. I've been really hyped on that kid, and now I get to watch him. Another foul ball. 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rojas can't back. And his defense last year, Larry, was going down. Even his defense last year, Rojas' defense was going down. He can't bat. You know what Rojas can do? He can bunt. The only thing he can do is bunt because he's fast. No. Yep, so going to be interesting watching Schwarber and Harper in the Winter Classics. Saints own the Eagles. Yeah, that's all he can do. He can't hit though. Like, and his defense was. I mean, I liked his defense in the beginning, but when he went down to the minors to AAA, his defense went off. It was weird, and I think going to the AAA actually hurt him, not helped him. And that's going to be a home run. And the Phillies are winning 5-4. Toronto hit a home run. What is up, Cameron? And Saints are you both. I like that one, Larry. He's going to outshine Hurts. All right. and Gob. And you guys are just rebuilding. Is it a long time ago? Come on. That's what people do, Larry. They bring it back. They always got to talk about back in the day. You guys are rebuilding. Saints are rebuilding. You got to give them a couple of years. You guys ain't ready yet. You guys are retooling. You're not. Saints are not ready yet. You may not be aware, but they're retired for years. For years. Yeah, how's it going, Larry? You might not know this, but they've been retired for years. You make me old, Larry. Yeah, man. Come on. What's the score, Cameron? We do need the win. Oh, it's a 3, right? All right. Toronto has 1 out. Mazer, come on. Hit his ass down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be a base hit. Oh, it's at 320? Yeah, but Drew Brees a long time ago. Long time ago. Drew Brees has been done. What have you done lately? Didn't you have a, we took one of your, didn't we take your running back out? Drew Brees is also retired. Who is the running back for the Saints that we took out? God, I'm bad with names. What you call it? Took him out. Put a big old hit on your running back. Fucking wiped him out. Brees off river and said, "Holding my beer." Ours got a Super Bowl ring. Yeah, it was Kamar and the other guy. Back in the day. Yeah, not a young winner. Guy. Who was the other running back? Look at the other guy that we took out of them. Oh, Reggie Bush. That's it. Thank you, hardcore. Reggie Bush. We fucking took him right out of the game. I mean, if you want to go back when Drew Brees was playing, that was what we're doing. We're going back in the day. I love going back in the day. Don't get me wrong. Hurts, Breeze, Foles, wins all. Laughing. They all have a ring. Yeah, they all have a ring. Yeah, Brian Dawkins rocked him the next year. Yup. Brian Dawkins screwed him up. In fact, he was done after that. Hurts went to the Super Bowl twice, only won one, right? Nick, whoever is in ain't good. Like Andy Reid and Doug Peterson. That's two. Breeze has one. Yeah, that is hilarious. Listen, you guys are still working out your kinks. You're not going to be a playoff team. You know it. Too bad Hurts is washed like McNabb and them. Now you don't know about why. Can't say he's washed yet. All right. Bottom of the six is tied 5 all. Blue Jays have one out. One ball, two strikes. Prince has to start to run again in order to be effective. Yes, hardcore. He needs to run again. I will agree with that one. And Harry said, "You know him. They were straight for Hurts in a heartbeat. You ain't making the playoffs, though. You ain't making the playoffs this year. You know it." I love it, though. You guys are awesome. Turn Hurts into the MVP tomorrow. Oh, Peyton wanted out of freaking there so fast. He said, "I'm retired, but then I'm going to go to Denver." Toronto's up. There's 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike. Phillies challenge it. It is no good. The Saints Eagles playoffs in that long time ago. You guys ain't going. You know you're not going to the playoffs this year, right? You're not making the playoffs. Ain't almost took Bo Nix and listen. If it wasn't for Bo Nix getting injured, they would have went to the Super Bowl. All right, Blue Jays just took the lead, 6-5, bottom of the 6th. Larry, he would have took Bo Nix to the Super Bowl if he didn't get hurt. I was kind of fucked up. He got hurt at the end of that game. All right, come on, sit his ass down. That's a foul ball. 2 strikes. See, the line is crazy. That is hilarious, hardcore. Yes. Yes, he does, Larry. 5-year player. You're not. As long as you know you're not going to be in the playoffs this year. I love how people come in. All right. All right. Ball 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Toronto. Phillies need an out here. Anyway, 15 freaking pitches, 16, and there's strike 3. All right, Pena. Do I think the Phillies are? I know you're not. I got the Phillies. Do I got the Birds going there? I got the Birds making the playoffs. I'm concerned about the offensive coordinator. I got him going until freaking look at what the Giants are. Look what Dallas is. I got the Eagles. It is a good game so far. You're getting to watch the young kids, and it's a good game so far, though. Oh, you listen to him. You listen to him. Hmm. No, hey, I get it. You just lost your I get why they're saying it because you just lost your offensive coordinator. You just lost your offensive line coach, which actually was so awesome, you know. Um, what are you doing at defense? I get it, but I still have the Eagles winning because of our division. Yeah, Larry, there's a lot of fucking players. They don't have names on the back. They're just freaking tying the numbers. Right, top of the seventh. Toronto's winning 6-5. Oh, that's gonna be at the one track. That's gonna be an out. Anthony. All right, the young kids are from the AAA are coming in here now, and you know they're not gonna make it, but see what they do. Nora is up. Phillies have one out. There's ball one. You get to watch these young kids, and I like seeing the AAA guys come up here. Ball two. All three. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. Nora takes it deep to left field, and he's gonna be out. Fire's just started. Nice hardcore. Hardcore Flyers need to win again. What are they? 6 points away from the playoffs. Iro for the Phillies is up. There is strike one. There's 2 outs for the Phillies. Strike two. Come on, Cairo. 2 outs for the Phillies. Top of the seventh. There's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cairo. All right. Foul ball. I mean, that was a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Come on, Cairo, let's go. They're 10 points out of the wild card. I thought they were only 6. They won yesterday. Cairo got struck out. Bottom of the 7th. But they were 3-6. They won last night, right? They need to win tonight. I think 10's too high. I thought it was 8. They lost, what you call it, and that was 8. Then they just won. Uh, Bottom of the 6th. It's the 7th inning. I mean, bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. You got the 7th inning stretch. Toronto's going to be up. Boston won since then, and oh, I didn't know Boston won. All right, that makes sense. I didn't know Boston won. Still have the Flyers. Listen, I don't bank out what I say. I said the Flyers are going to the playoffs, and are they going to struggle? I do still think they can do it. They need to win. They need to win some games, and they got to win outright. They can't go in overtime. All right, Richards is pitching for the Phillies. -7. There's 1 ball. All right, 2 balls, no strikes. All right, Richards, let's go. And that's going to be a grounder. And that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Toronto. All right. Rivera for the Blue Jays are up. 1 ball, no strikes. That's another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, 3 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be a walk. When you go talk to that dude, figure out what the fuck he trying to throw, Richardson's throwing at. Yeah. Now, Larry, I do think they're gonna make the. I think they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be one done in the playoffs, but they're gonna make it. But and it's a good first step, I think. Um, I didn't know they were 10 points out right now. They need to win. Everyone just lost 3-2 in a shootout. But yeah, I think the Phillies. I mean, I think the Flyers do win. I mean, I do think the Flyers will sneak in and get to the playoffs. But I said this. I don't back down. I said it in the beginning of the year. I don't just back down now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Would have won, but the NHL fucked you. How did they fuck you? The referees fucked you. Richard with a nice grab, and that should be a double play. Nice job by Richard. Hey, got a hit right to the pitcher. The pitcher turned his back, and what a nice little grab. Super pissed. Gonna send me the video? All right. Nice double play by Richard for the Phillies. All right. Come on, Richard. Sit his ass down. Let's go. Right. One ball, one strike. Foul ball. One ball, two strikes. All right. Two balls, two strikes. Come on, Richard. Uh, Another ball. Three balls, two strikes, full count. Come on, Richard. Sit his ass down. Come on. Don't be afraid to fucking get that over the plate. Let's go. And that's going to be a ball. And that's going to be a walk. Man on first, man on third. Two outs. Come on, Richard. You are horrible. Richard has 18 pitches. That's a lot of pitches. I don't care if it's spring training or not. A lot of pitches. You got one inning. You can't have these many pitches. Your pitches, your numbers, your pitches should be 10 to 13. That's a ball. One ball, one strike. What is up, Roger? Rogers in the building. Oh, Richard, sit his ass down. One ball, two strikes. Sit him down. Get out of this inning. Or you make them let them score. Rhino just stole second and home. Rhino just stole second and home. And that was a double steal by the Toronto. That sucked. All right. Toronto's winning 7-5. Richard's got to get out of this fucking inning. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, Roger. Glad we can watch hockey again. Glad the Olympics is over. Watch hockey. All right, man on first, man on second for Toronto. "25 pitches. There's the ball for Richard. 25 pitches. And another ball. He cannot get it over the plate. Come on. It don't matter that we're losing. I don't care if we lose or win. I'm trying to see what we got as the pitchers. All right. And that was it. That was a nice grab for the Phillies. There's the out. But you can't like worry about the wins and losses right now because it don't matter. Because spring training, you're looking at your pitcher and you're watching him struggle, and he has friggin' 28 friggin' pitches in one damn inning when it should be 10 to 13. I mean, that's the numbers that your pitcher should have. 10 or 13. You're 28. That's crazy. I don't care if it's spring training or not. Your pitcher can't have that. It was just a big fight. At least the Phillies are, I mean, the Flyers are showing some fighting going on. But that's what you like. See, that's what I mean. Like, when I watch this, I'm watching my pitchers. My pitchers should not be up by, like, have 30 pitches in one damn inning. I don't care what pitcher it is. It shouldn't be one. No pitchers have fucking 30 pitches in one damn inning. Ron's in the building. What's good, Ron? You know, that's what I mean. You shouldn't have 30 friggin' 30 pitches in 1 inning. You should have 28 pitches. You should. Not in 1 damn inning. That means that you were horrible. That's too many walks. That's too many friggin' balls you're throwing. And don't get me wrong, I know foul balls, you're making the pitch count come up. But our pitchers are having those counts come up. That means you're gonna throw a little friggin' tomato across the fucking plate, and they're gonna send it on home. All right, top of the 8th. Phillies are up. All right, McIntosh for the Phillies. Catcher. See what he does. He's averaging 259. I don't look at them. I don't look at them. You gotta watch him at the plate. And he's gonna go back to AAA. Just because he has his numbers for AAA don't mean he's gonna be that good up here. And that's a broken bat, and that's gonna be center field. That's gonna be an out. That's a broken bat. Yes. Thank you, Cameron. All right, Campbell's up for the Phillies. There is a strike. Phillies have 1 out. He's playing left field. Oh my God. You got 40 in the chat. You guys are awesome. Come on, Campbell, dig deep. And Campbell's out. Just got. What's good, John? John's in the building. How you been, buddy? How's everybody doing today? How you guys liking the game so far? Heredia for the Phillies. How about 1 ball, 1 strike? That's a strike. What are you, Heredia? What are you swinging at? That thing's on the ground. You took out a golf club. Come on, man. You can't swing at everything. Heredia gets struck out because he swings at everything. I mean, you might as well just took a golf club with you. Flyers only had 1 penalty. Boston has 3. Nice. All right, bottom of the 8th. Phillies are losing 7-5. And This is why I love spring training. I'm watching a guy swinging at the dirt. Looks like he has a golf club in his hand, and he's trying to just will it, willing his bat to hit the ball while it's almost on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, can't do that, but this is why I say you got to watch your pitching. What's good, Daniel? What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? Why are you saying what the fuck? You can curse. We do curse on this stream. If I it doesn't, I'm a construction guy. I will curse my ass off. So, why are we saying what the fuck though? Flyers are on a power play, but it's the only one who looks. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not happy with the Phillies? Yeah. All right, McFarland is pitching for the Phillies. The Flyers are not going to win because they're playing like garbage. Two balls, no strikes. Daniel, our pitching right now is the AAA guys, and they're giving up meatballs. And that's going to go, and that's going to be a base hit. Okay. Oh, wow. He gave him a little bit of chin music. Farland, what the hell are you doing? You must, what are you, headhunting? All right, that's a foul ball. One ball, one strike. All right, Phillies. Come on. Two balls, two strikes, no outs for the Toronto. Toronto's winning 7-5. Man on first. The ball. Our pitching is horrible today. Horrible. It's why these AAA guys come up here, though. They find out how the big boys play and try to see if they can get it over the plate. That's ball four. Man on first, man on second for Toronto. Let's go. That's a strike. Get it over the plate. Get it over the plate. It is rough. I'm watching these kids try to get it over the plate. All right, foul ball, two strikes. Come on, sit his ass down. Oh, McFarland, let's go. How about Rhino has two guys on. That's going to be another foul ball. Two strikes. Ugh. Come on. Get the ball over the plate and put some heat on it. That's going to be a double play. Let's go. There you go. Phillies are out of that inning. Oh, that's 2 outs. I thought that was 3. Never mind. I thought that was 3. I was hoping. I was hoping it. I thought it was over. Ball. Trying to have a guy at third. Another ball. Get it over the plate. Kids got to get it over the plate. That's going to be a pop-up. That should be an out. That should do it. McIntyre with the out. All right, top of the ninth. Here it is. Last time for the Phillies. 3 outs away, and it's over. Then we beat Toronto. It's 7-5. Get it going, Phillies. Get it going. Get some bats going. All right. Get it going. Can the Phillies do it? Can the Phillies get some bats going? And there's another thing. Can you get the bats going? Can you not leave people stranded? Like we did last year. We had problems with leaving people stranded. How many times have the Phillies had bases loaded and left people stranded? That's the things that they got to work on. That's the things that you're looking for when you're hitting. And we actually get guys that are not stranded and we get them home. That's the kind of stuff you're looking for. You know, they hitting. Can they hit? Can they freaking not swing at everything? Top of the ninth. There's a ball. Yay. He's hitting for the Phillies. There is 1 ball, 1 strike. That's going to be hit to second, and he's going to be out. All right. Thinks they just the Flyers. I thought it was 8 points, but somebody told me 10. All right, 2 out. It's not looking good for the Phillies. Gonna be it. The Phillies will be playing the Yankees tomorrow, and we get to watch Painter, so I'm excited about that. And they're playing when they play the Yankees, so good game to watch. I'll be streaming that one. Okay, Raccoon is up at the bat. He has ball 1 on him. No, I had blue sky. Roger, like when Twitter was everybody thought Twitter was gonna go away. So I went and grabbed blue sky, but I never go on it. Because that's just remember when everybody thought Twitter was gonna go get crashed down and all, and nobody knew they were gonna keep on going? That's why I grabbed blue sky. I never just took it off the channel. Cone has 3 balls, 3 balls on him, 1 strike. And that's gonna be a walk for Raccoon. All right, time runs to the plate. All right. Anthony is pitching hitting for the Phillies. Time runs at home. Time runs at home. What time you gonna watch the Flyers game after? What a diving catch to call the game! Right at the warning track. I'll give him that. The right fielder for Toronto. What a diving catch to end the game. And the Blue Jays win 7-5. That was a good diving catch by the right fielder of the Blue Jays. All I know is YouTube and Marketplace. Yep, Roger. Yeah, I mean, I might be watching the Flyers. I don't know. Maybe when I get out of here, I'll put the Flyers on. All right, Blue Jays win. They beat the Phillies 7-5. Phillies had 9 hits, 3 errors. It was all right. It was not bad. Like I always say, these games don't matter. You know what I mean? You're just watching, see what the young guys do, what the AAA guys do, and there could be somebody out there that impresses you that you might want to take a chance on, saying, "Hey, let's bring him up and get a look." It was not a bad game. It was just you know, it's just a relaxing. Hey, baseball's just coming back. No big deal right now. It's always spring training. Have a good one, Roger. Have a good one. But it was awesome. It was awesome to guys hang out with you and loving it up. I was living it up, man. You guys come in here. There's 40 in the chat. You guys are awesome. I appreciate every one of you. Like, and we're watching spring training. This is awesome. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you guys so much. You know, Phillies will be better. Hopefully, the Phillies will be better this year than last. Um, I'm worried about the pitching for the Phillies. Pitching was bad last year. I think it's going to be bad this year. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Thanks, Vic. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think the Phillies had bad pitching last year, and I think it's going to be bad this year. So that's what I'm worried about. Watching the pitching. That's what I'm really focused on. You know. But it was a great one. Thank you guys, everybody. Appreciate you. And I will catch you guys on the rebound. Peace. I'm out.